Whoa, what a transition. I didn't know when to talk. I was not ready for that. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Couriway X EvilGeniuses free-for-all tournament. I'm Couriway, that's me, and I'm here joined with the first of 3 co-commentators today, Fulham. Fulham, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm glad that I got the notification to wear a cool jersey today.
I know we're
because
tied.
both
We're in the same. Listen, I'll have EG tap you in. You'll get an EG one too. We'll tap you in.
Hell yes.
We'll tap you
No,
in. We'll
yeah,
tap you in.
I'm super duper excited. I think you know how hyped I am about this tournament. I think it speaks to me in all the right ways. Obviously, myself being a very football fanatic, this feels so similar to things that I've experienced throughout my entire life. Everything today is going to be so dramatic and chaotic and exciting, and the format is just awesome, and I'm so excited.
I was thinking about that. I was going to actually explain the format myself, but do you want to take a crack at it? Because I think it's more similar to what you've seen throughout your time as like a sports fan. Do you want to try and take a crack at like why this format is cool today? What we're here for?
Sure. I don't think I'll ever do it justice the same way that you will, but I'll give it my best shot. We have almost 1,000 players all in one huge best of one single elimination tournament bracket today. So anything can and most certainly will happen throughout this day. We are going to be starting with a bunch of players and whittling that down all the way to the finals, and the finals is the only match today that is not going to be a best of one. I believe the finals is a best of 3.
Best of 3,
correct
correct.
me on that
yes.
if I'm wrong. Okay.
No, you're right.
It's going to be so crazy. We're going to see some insane upsets, and that is the magic of a free-for-all open invitational. Open tournament even.
Yeah.
And I'm just so excited. I'm excited to see the hidden gems of MCSR, players that you may not have ever heard before. Maybe that diamond that knocks out the first netherite player, or a gold player that pushes a sub 10 or something like that. We're going to be finding out players that are niche underground gems that maybe we'll see grow and flourish after this tournament, because a lot of players don't get to play in the highest level tournaments, the invitationals that are exclusive for 8 or 16 people. This has nearly 1,000 players. There's going to be someone you don't know impress you today, and that's what I'm so excited about.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. Like, I think obviously the other angle is like, with it being full random, we have a lot of crazy matchups in round 1, and we'll get to that. Obviously, the first matchup that we're watching today is EDCR versus Infume, and we'll talk more about that later. We have a lot of time to yap and stall as everything's getting set up because there is, again, 1,000 players, but EDCR Infume will be great. That will be our first match, but you're absolutely right. Like, what I'm so excited about is it's not only about like, obviously there will be some upsets, right? But not every gold player going up against a netherite is going to beat them. But I think what's really cool about this tournament, and I think what's cool, I mean, obviously this whole model is kind of modeled around the FA Cup and all that stuff and everything like that. But like, I think what's cool is if you're that gold player and you're going up against a Mungie, a Hacks, a Feinberg, whatever, you get to see in real time how good they are. And I think something that's lost in MCSR, because there are so many talented people, is I think it's hard to really understand what elevates, what separates like the best of the best. And you have a real chance today as an average player, someone who's maybe even just getting into MCSR, to see what it takes to get to that top level.
Yeah, you don't get to play against these netherite players. I don't get to play against them. I'm not that level. I don't,
Yeah.
obviously a lot of these people are my friends and I'm able to do private rooms with them and things, but it's not the same. You're in a tournament format. They are going to be pushing themselves to the limit. They know that they can't slip up once today because
Yeah.
the one time that they do slip up, it's all over. There's no graciousness of a best of 5. So, I lost that seed, but I can bounce back. It's one and done. If
Yeah.
you are out, you are out. You don't want to be taking any deaths today. So we may be seeing some players, in fact, play a little bit less lights out if they think that they have an advantage over their opponents. But I think this is where, your gold, emerald, diamond players can really push themselves as fast as they possibly can to try and overtake. I mean, we've seen a few, a few personal friends of ours do these 99 versus 100 kind of
Yeah.
matchups where you've got maybe a slightly lower skill player try and take on one of the best in the world. And if they can beat them 1 in 100 times, then that could happen today. We've got 500 plus matchups in round 1. There's going to be some upsets.
It's gonna be crazy. I mean, that is true. There are gonna be so many upsets, and I like to think about. I mean, you made a great point. Like in the playoffs format where everything's best of 5, like you see so many times. Like how many times are there reverse sweeps? Like it just happens so often, and to see the consistency needed for today is going to be so exciting. And to kind of transition from that, are there any players in particular in this tournament that you think this model really suits? Someone who's really, really consistent, maybe doesn't have as high highs in playoffs as recently, but someone who you think is really consistent. And I'll kick that off. I think Silver is going to do phenomenal today. I think
Mm.
Silver is a really consistent player. He hasn't had the craziest highs as of recently in like a ranked playoffs. But I think his play style really, real, and also his mindset, not just his play style, but his mindset necessary for something like this. I think he's going to do really well.
Now, I'm going to go a little bit more outside the box here. I think that a player like Ulsahin is probably going to
Mm,
do insanely well, mostly for the fact that he's actually never made it to a playoffs. He's never got to one of those big high level tournaments. And I think that today this is almost like an opportunity and like a place to prove himself. I think he's going to have a lot of pressure, but I think he's going to have to show why he deserves to be in these future tournaments, why he should be up against these players. I mean, obviously, he shows that on the ladder all the time. I think he's 10th in the world at the moment. But
yeah.
I don't think he's actually made it to a playoffs in the 10 seasons we've had. So I'm really excited to see how he does today. Of course, there's a few other players scattered around the ranks from all the way down into gold. I'm really looking forward to seeing how some of the gold more
The
content
forfeit
side runners.
demons. Yeah. I want
Yeah,
to see how the forfeit demons do. That's what I want to see.
100%. I'm
Oh,
really, really excited for that sort of stuff. And also, there are some consistent players in Diamond, bro. The players I
yeah.
have to play against, I feel like, how are they not beating these Netherite players? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's gonna be nuts. There is just really so many people from all elos playing in this, which just makes it so exciting. Like there are definitely some diamonds that can really make it happen. I mean, right now, like I'm just looking at like that netherite border. Like here's people that are in diamond right now. Parker, Romoxy, Chloe, Tapel. All those people are in diamond. That's not even talking about like the netherite players right now. There's so much talent playing in this tournament today, and we're gonna try and focus on them as much as we can. So before we get into the first game today, let's talk a little bit more about the format as well, because that is a super important thing. So the goal, the game plan, is every round up until the round of 16, which I believe is 7 rounds. We're gonna have Fulham. Fulham's gonna be here. Yay! Fulham's here for the first 7 rounds. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna focus on one game, the big game at a time. Whatever we believe is either the most interesting match to watch or the two highest elo players going up against each other. We're gonna start with that, and then after that, when that game ends, we're gonna go to this big. We need a name for it. I wanted to come up with a name for it, but before we went live, and I forgot to do that. But we're gonna have like the screen, the mega screen of all the
Hey, that
games,
works.
everything. It's gonna have all these exciting matchups. It's gonna have a whole bunch of other screen stuff. It's very related to MCSR.TV. And shout out Yakko, the creator of
Thank you,
MCSR.TV, who
Yatko.
made like MCSR.TV basically for this tournament. It's tough. It's really cool. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. And every round up until the round of 16 also has a time limit of 20 minutes. So what I'm really excited to see, Fulham, at the end of this is I really want to see in that like last 2 minutes, I want to see some Cole players like pace baiting like crazy. Like, can I get one rod, get to the stronghold before my opponent does? Like, I want to see some pace baiting go nuts in the first couple rounds because that is the tiebreaker if you don't beat in the 20-minute time. It's gonna be chaotic for the first couple
We
rounds.
can see people leave on one pearl, one rod, and run to the stronghold. And I genuinely think that over 100 players in this tournament do not have a sub 20. I think maybe even
I
way
was
more
gonna
than that,
say
probably.
close to half.
Welcome everyone to the Evil Geniuses free-for-all tournament.
Like 200 or 300.
Throughout the entire tournament, please remain in the stage, undeafened, able to hear what I'm saying. I'm going to be announcing when you should start your matches, among other things. I'll stay quiet during matches. And if you get eliminated, you are free to
The staffing for this, the refing, the organization, the rules, all that stuff. Like we thought about this too. Like if someone finds the stronghold and then just dies, well, they still found the stronghold. So it's really just about pushing the pace to get there. And I want to see it just get absolutely mental in the last couple minutes of these first couple rounds. It should be crazy.
It will. I know that we're gonna watch Infume EDCR, as you already said, in our round one. You know what their average pace is like. They're going to be
Yeah.
done with the seed before 10 minutes, most likely. So we're going to have a full 10 minutes of watching the screen of just completion after completion. We're seeing other matches. Who's playing who? We get to watch as much as we can of this round of 1,028 players, I believe, if I did the
Yeah,
maths right.
it's a 1,024, and I think we have there's a couple buys, but it's most like there's not that many buys. There's only like 20, 30 buys realistically. Like it's pretty close to a full 10-24 bracket. So it's going to be very exciting with that. And I guess with that also, Fulham, like this first round matchup, one of arguably the 5 best players in the world is going home round one. There are going to be so many gold players who get to say, hey, I made it farther in a tournament than EDCR, or I made it farther in a tournament than Infume. And I cannot wait to see Infume's chat if that potentially happens, because it would be like never living down. So that is the real excitement of this tournament. And obviously, like it goes without saying because this community is really amazing and great. Like it's all jokes. Like if I'm saying something about Infume losing to EDCR, like it's because we're friends. It's not that Infume is now the level of the gold players who also got eliminated in round one. I think everyone kind of understands that. But it's gonna be really fun. And honestly, shout out also to all the Netherite players that are signing up because like obviously they're expected to go far, but anything can happen, Fulham. Like they're putting themselves in the position of like I might make myself look really silly in like round two.
I was so glad that you invited me to commentate this because I know that I would have had to sign up because this tournament format is awesome and I would want to play. And no matter who I would play against, it would not be fun. In the sense of I'm either playing against a netherite player and I might lose, or a gold or iron or coal, and it's like if I do lose, then the pressure is that the pressure might get to you. And I think that we're going to see that today. I mean, like I say, there's a lot of inexperienced high-level players that are here today that don't have that tournament experience. And that really could be a lot of pressure that they haven't really had in the same way. This isn't the MCSR ranked ladder. You don't lose 20 elo. You're out if you lose.
And I think from talking to Danny, something that Danny's actually like really banking on is like that tournament experience from playing in so many playoffs, right? Like I think that is such a advantage because if you've never played in a tournament like this before, like it's scary. Like there's a lot of nerves. I mean, you and I have both played in a lot of Twitch Rivals, a lot of like other MCSR related events. Like it's definitely a different feeling from doing something like casually to you're in a tournament today, your life is on the line literally every game you play. So it's gonna be nuts. And Fulham, we don't have too much time left. So the last thing I'll say about this Infume EDCR matchup before we do predictions is after this match for both of them, I mean, we've kind of scouted the bracket. It's a kind of it's kind of hard to scout the entire
This is your 30-second warning.
round for whoever wins, Fulham. It's like a pretty clean path to like round 6 for whoever wins this. Like this is the scariest thing, but whoever wins this between EDCR and Infume, regardless of their skill level, like they have a very clean path to basically the round of 16. So it's a big game, Fulham. Who are you thinking is going to win between EDCR and Infume in our first game today?
Oh, I knew you would ask me this, and I didn't.
All round 1 matches
Okay,
should
right.
start now.
What I can say
Start your private room.
is that
Good luck.
out of every time that I have played either of these two runners, I have a 100% win rate against EDCR. I am 2-0 against EDCR. So, I think for that reason, I think that I'm going to support Infume here and say that he's going to take the victory.
Wow. I'm pretty torn. So I was going to pick Infume, and now I can't because we're commentating. And they're going right now, Fulham. Oh my goodness. They're going right now. It's Desert Temple. Okay, other quick things. We had no idea when this was going to swap. We were kind of just waiting. So you can see, game on the screen, it's Desert Temple. None of these seeds are filtered. This is just the first ranked seed. Like, obviously, they're ranked seeds.
They're ranked
but, like,
filtered.
it could be a weird nether, weird terrain, weird ruined portal that doesn't work. Something weird could absolutely happen in any of these seeds. They're not checked. Okay, corrupted portal, low-key, is, like, really on the table through every single match today.
500 matches are going to be going on
There's a
right
real chance
now.
for corrupted portal at some point. And then obviously we also see other matches happening to the right of us, which we won't focus on too much, but just so you can kind of keep up to date of what's happening. Yeah, look at that. There's already a couple people in the nether. Feinberg's already in the nether. Go Feinberg. But we're going to focus as much as we can on this Infume EDCR game. It's Desert Temple. This is an interesting seed because Infume is known for his Desert Temple, and I don't know if EDCR is as like if obviously Infume or EDCR is good at every seed, Fulham, but like I don't think this would have been the seed pick if EDCR had a choice.
I kind of agree with you here, and it looks like Infume's going to be extending over towards this village to grab some food, and it doesn't look like EDCR is going to be doing the same here.
And,
I apologize. No, he was just grabbing that water. Okay, so they are both going to be entering on this low food. I don't even know if either of them have a golden apple.
And both of them are wood lighting, though, Fulham. So, again, in game 1, I mean, we saw in last playoffs, as EDCR has a weird wood light, but does end up getting it off, but takes so much damage, Fulham. Has to eat a golden apple already. But we've seen wood lights matter a lot, but Infume is off to the races. Housing Bastion on the seed. Crimson as well, potential for food later. EDCR is also going to get potentially some wood. See the fortress on the left as well?
Terrain, I think, for EDCR.
Yeah, he's already on the Bastion.
Going to play lower?
This is a huge difference if EDCR decides to go for Manhunt. It's not going to decide to. And this terrain for Infume ends up going directly to the triple. So it's going to get the chest a little bit earlier, but it's a bit risky. Might have to throw the golden apple just to get the chest, but picks it back up, which is nice. This is crazy fun. This is actually, now that it's like happening, it's like, whoa. Oh my goodness.
This is truly, we are watching two of the best players play against each other in a open tournament. Like, wow. And Infume has taken the lead. The terrain decision I genuinely thought was worse at first, but because EDCR had to play that top down, it completely changed things.
Fulham, EDCR has eaten both of his golden apples as well.
Oh my gosh.
Infume has both still. That is a huge difference in food here. Now, again, it's Crimson, so maybe you can overlap a Hoglin at the spawner or something, but that is like the biggest thing so far that we need to keep an eye on is just the Rotten Flesh is enough, but purling to Cords, purling to the Fortress is going to matter so much for EDCR here.
And I'm just shocked. It's all crazy. And as you said earlier, the truth of the matter is that these runners don't know that the seed is going to be perfect.
Nope.
In the high level tournaments that they've played in, you know, the ones they're experienced in, ranked playoffs, they're gonna make sure that you don't have a lava housing. They're gonna make sure that you don't have a, you know, corrupted portal. Now, of course, these guys have also played in your tournament, which is the No Reset Invitational.
Scary, but it survives. But again, that's just damage. That's just damage we're taking that we're not going to regen for so long.
And he doesn't have the golden apple to be able to use. So it's scary. And Infume's out.
Infume is fully out, eats the first golden apple, and Fulham, this is like at least a 30-second advantage, I think. I think this is just a pearl hang for EDCR. No, he's also fully out. Wow. So EDCR
pearl into the floor. Mistake. Unless he's going for Hunger Reset. No, he just took 2.5 extra hearts of damage, which he really can't afford to take at the moment.
Yeah, no, that's really scary, and just can't pearl again here. So
Now he
has to
can't
do
pearl
some
right now.
weird boat terrain. Infume's already at the spawner. I mean, this is really risky for EDCR, but he is skilled enough to be able to pull this off. It's just such a disadvantage at the moment.
You know, we're talking this disadvantage is 10, 15 seconds, but that's the level of these runners.
Yeah.
That there's just not going to be enough time in the seed for them to come back like this. We're not expecting them to hit the 20-minute time limit. You know what I mean?
No, I'm glad that this pace is really quick because then we get to see so many more of the other games.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited to showcase the screen to all of you. It's going to be so exciting.
Oh my god.
The screen. It's going to be so exciting. But this is close right now. 3 rods to 3 rods right now, Fulham.
Wow.
That's EDCR has played this
EDCR left the Bastion
really well
with 11 extra gold versus Infume. So he just left probably 1 or 2 cycles of trades earlier, which might have been able to bring back some of the pace that he lost at the start.
Yeah, and I mean, it's fine. He has so many explosives. Like, we have, I think, a 6-bed 0, but we can make even more beds if we wanted to. Infume has a bunch of stuff as well. It's going to be blinding, though. 5 rods to now 5 rods for EDCR, and EDCR is also building his blind portal now.
Both of them have gold pickaxes. They're both pushing each other to the absolute limits here.
Yeah. And we could see it's about 1,100 blocks for Infume, which, honestly, if you're EDCR, you kind of take that. It's not like 2K when you have, like, no food. So that's pretty nice. But he doesn't get a good reading, Fulham, and has to spend time throwing a second eye. Unlucky.
That is going to be an unfortunate time loss for EDCR there.
Yeah, that is really unlucky.
He's going to have to hunger reset here as well. Can he get both eyes? No! He has to go back down, I think.
Yeah,
Setting up the stronghold
you make
hunger
here.
reset. Grabbing all the stuff.
The bed is going to leave it, so it's going to... I mean, do you play for a 1-eye?
He wouldn't play for a 1-eye.
It's one game. It's one game. And that hunger
he has
reset
3.
is
He is?
so big.
Wait. He hasn't got... Okay.
Stay.
Gets an extra rod. Okay.
He's going to get the extra rod. Infume had the health from the golden apple to still be able to get to these cords. EDCR leaving now, taking very similar terrain, but is a little bit stun locked at this fortress wall kind of in the way here. As Infume is building the portal. This is a 6-12 portal for Infume here. It's pretty crazy. EDCR has 1 pearl left, will live on half a heart. Has to be perfect here. It's a pretty good reading for Infume, and it's also maybe ocean exposed. So maybe gonna look for that, but Infume isn't in starter.
EDCR is 9 blocks away. EDCR is only 9 blocks away, so this is now going to be back to neck and neck.
But Infume isn't in starter,
yeah, like you say.
So does this hit starter for EDCR? I don't know. Are we starting? Oh my, no, we're not. We're not in starter either. So we're both in the same spot, and it's just full map, but Infume finds it.
Infume's here. Hunger resets in portal room.
Doing basically the exact same thing that Infume did originally, and is now going to be able to go for the 0. EDCR tournament life on the line. I don't know. I missed the F3 value, but is going to be able to get out. It's a front cage 0.
Baby's first 0 cycle.
This is looking pretty clean for Infume here.
He knows he doesn't have to push too high.
Get to 95. And portal room for EDCR, but is it too late? First 2 beds are phenomenal. This could seal the deal.
There it is.
Fulham, it is. EDCR is going to be out.
EDCR is
round
out.
1.
In round 1.
Oh my gosh. Unbelievable.
I mean, it's not what you expect, but we knew that one of the Titans had to go home today in round 1.
And so unfortunate.
EDCR is out.
It is a
7 minutes 46. What a crazy, crazy game.
Absolutely.
Let's send it to the... Crazy. Should we send it to the screen?
Can we send it to the screen? Can we send it to the screen? I mean, oh my goodness, and here's the screen. There's Anju on our main screen versus Shadoon. We can see all the games happening on the left side of our screen. What you're seeing, obviously...
for just a second is that Feinberg already through. Mungie on the left-hand side of our screen is in the end right now against Tony Pepperoni. Hypnotic against Jooms. You can see all of the pace on the left-hand side to see all of the players and where they are. The highlights are going to be what you want to be looking at. Those gold highlighted players are the players that are in the end right now.
Yep. It's a great point. And you can see that Hypnotic Jooms matchup was a big round 1-er, and it looks like maybe Jooms died. Same thing with Budgie versus WMAC. That was also a pretty contentious round 1. It looks like Budgie and Hypnotic are going to take those. games unless something crazy happens in the end. But I mean, this Anju game, like Anju's getting a little bit lost in the stronghold here, and Shadoon isn't that far behind actually.
He's
Fulham.
not that far behind.
He's not. He's going to
Is he
cores.
leaving?
He's going to
yeah,
cores
wow.
right
Like,
now.
This
You
would
wanna
be a
talk about an
crazy big
upset.
upset.
I didn't. To be honest, I didn't know Shadoon was built like this, low key.
I didn't know he had aura like this, bro. I wasn't realized he was pushing that sub 10, sub 11, sub 12 pace.
That's kind of insane. Also, before we get too far away from it, like we mentioned it before, like huge shout out to EDCR for playing. Like it's not easy as a player at his caliber to have to play Infume in round 1. Really for easy of them, but obviously Infume is the one that won, so it's less bad for him right now. But huge shout out to EDCR for like showing up, playing. Never one complaint, never once, oh my gosh, this is annoying. Like just here to show up, play the game, did his best. Shout out EDCR.
I want to point out on the left-hand side of our screen, Jeb from Gamehouse, Diamond 1 player taking out Contra in round 1.
Wait,
beating
that's done? It's done?
That's a big, yeah.
What?
And that was,
my gosh.
Jeb took the victory. Andrew, of course, finding the portal room here. Shadoon really doing well. I mean, this isn't the freest zero cycle as well. Top setup 97.
Andrew's like a little stun locked here for a second. Oh my gosh.
Okay, I think. Okay, he is.
We should be like fine now.
Better than I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, we should be okay now. But that was kind of crazy. I mean, if this is low, no. I mean, we're hoping.
Really
we're hoping for
good
the upsets. We're hoping for the upsets. Looks like on the left side as well, Jacko seems to be winning. Maybe a fan favorite, Mukul, another fan favorite,
Mukul
winning. Also at the very, very bottom, we can see 21 mashed potatoes. Now that game's interesting because assuming Danny wins his first round matchup, Danny will be going up against 21 mashed potatoes, which is potentially a game we might even watch. Like it's that kind of crazy. And what is this from Anju? Decides to was waiting outside the portal room, said waiting to Shadoon.
And it looks like 21 mashed potatoes has already taken that victory.
Yeah, wow.
I believe. Yeah, in 10:04. Very, very nice time there. I mean, there's some.
Sure.
I'm looking at Nope Slope
so many
and Darthlol there. That looks like a really interesting game to tap into.
Yeah, look at this. They're both in the end.
Waiting.
Nope Slope entering.
Nope Slope hit a 0.
Oh my goodness. But is this the
perch? It's going to be a perch race. A Diamond versus Emerald.
Wait, who's the Diamond? Nope Slope, right?
Darthlol is 16 or 1700, and Nope Slope is an Emerald player. So the player on our main screen right now, Darthlol, is waiting for the perch, and Nope Slope going for a half bow could be all the difference.
This is huge. This is huge. Also,
Darthlol sending the pearl in early. Is that the perch?
Oh my gosh.
It's not, I don't think.
Oh, it is.
Oh, there it is. Wow, that was a very good read. Is it the snap
on the other side too? It is, but I think it's too. I don't think there's enough stream delay. I don't think there's enough. And it's
backside for Darthlol. I don't know how many explosives. Should be fine.
Wait, that would be crazy.
Absolutely fine.
Yeah, it's gonna be okay.
And that's game.
I'm noticing though on the left side though, Fulham. I don't know, Oliver, if we can pull up the Yepchi Honey game, but Yepchi Honey Netherite, I believe, is what the purple name means. No,
yeah.
So 2 minutes behind.
Died on the 0 or something along those lines because
that could be a crazy game. Parker just won. We can see that on the left. Winner Rec Rap 2. That's another game we're looking at potentially for the game. Yepchi Honey gets the perch and Red did die.
0.
Wow.
That's really unfortunate. 2 minutes ahead into the end, but not able to see it out. That's what can happen. You know, you're trying to push that pace.
Wait a minute,
low
Fulham.
Explosives.
Wait a minute, Fulham. Oh, it's going to be enough. But I was thinking for a second, like...
Yeah, for a little second. Had that little bit of nerves.
Yeah. Akshay also.
Wow, the screen truly is awesome.
Akshay's not that far ahead right now, Fulham. Unless Akshay hits the 0. I'm not sure, but we got another close game here. Bombkin could be going out round 1. That's actually a pretty big upset, I believe.
But Akshay is one cycling at the bottom, as you can see.
No, this is not that game. This is not that game.
Is that not that game? Apologies.
No, this is I saw it was Bombkin. So this is
Oh, it's Bombkin Squams. Oh wow, so Squams is the underdog here.
Squams is gold and just beat a diamond player.
Just beat a diamond player.
That's crazy. Gold players. Gold players.
That's the brilliance of this format.
That's a crazy game. Holy smokes. Oh my goodness. You can see on the top right, yeah. Galaxy verse 13 here. And it looks like both players died in this one.
Both players dying in the end.
Oh no.
Both players looking to maybe try and get that
see a couple wins on the left side come through. Potato Fire, Akshay, Squams. Couple big ones there.
Wow, Kaltzy versus FaZe Blaze. FaZe Blaze entering the end 6 seconds earlier Again, a gold versus a diamond player. 6 seconds ahead there.
That's crazy. Absolutely crazy here.
I
Now,
wonder what happened in the end for these two.
we're getting to another game. Calci versus FaZe Blaze.
Oh, and they're both dead as well.
No.
They've both
Fulham.
died in the end. Both of them pushing for that 0.
That's crazy. Oh, and the slab! And the slab! Oh, no, they're going to take so
probably
much
won't
damage.
die, but that's a lot of damage here.
I think they legit live on half a heart. I'm not even kidding. I think they legit live on half a heart. I'm watching Fulham on this left side. Bloopy has been in the end for 4 minutes. And Bloopy is a favorite. Not ranked, but Bloopy has a sub-8 RSG time. Very, very talented runner. Could be going out here round 1. I'm not sure what's going on in that game because neither player seems to have beaten it in 3 minutes, Fulham. That's a bit scary.
The crazy thing is, if Calci and FaZe Blaze, obviously, Calci here on 1 HP. FaZe Blaze just died in the nether as well.
Out. I'm sorry to interrupt. Bloopy's out. Bloopy's gone.
Wow.
Sub-8 RSG runner out round 1. That's obscene. That's obscene. And Calci has to die.
And that's I mean, what I was saying about these two is that FaZe Blaze technically entered the end earlier, so has a further split and wins on the tiebreaker of 6 seconds. So if neither of them complete, which is very likely, we've got 5 minutes left, and if neither of these two complete the end, or sorry, kill the dragon, then neither of them are going. FaZe Blaze, the gold player, is going to go through.
6 seconds. 6 seconds is nothing. 6 seconds is absolutely nothing.
6 seconds, yeah. That's just crazy.
That is nuts. That is absolutely nuts. What is going on here?
Looking over at the other players right now, Galaxy 1010 has been in the end for 5 minutes as well, so I'm assuming there's been a death there. Stratum also in the end for 5 minutes with a gold and an emerald player, both in the stronghold, I assume, on their tail.
Yeah. Defect winning against a diamond player. Gold beats diamond.
Wow.
I legit, in the gold diamond matchups, I unironically think the gold players have won more from what I've seen so far. I'm not even kidding.
From what we've seen.
I'm not even kidding. I think the gold players have won more. This is crazy.
And that might be because the diamonds are less consistent. And the gold players aren't pushing those 0 cycles that they don't need to push for.
And look at this. 2 hearts in the end. No hunger.
Look at the dragon's
the
health.
Dragon's on 1 HP.
Is 1 HP. No other Zai has died in the stronghold as well. So as long as we don't see an absolute horror show here from Stratum, it should be a victory.
This is working. This is working like so unbelievably well. Shout out Yakko for making this. Shout out Oliver for doing the production behind the scenes, dealing with us, yelling at him. Like, this is so awesome. I cannot believe how well this is working so far. Oh my goodness. This is so sick. A lot of just crazy games. I can't wait to tune back. At some point, like obviously not right now, but like at some point as it gets closer, we're going to have to tap back into that Calci FaZe Blaze game. That is just crazy what's going on over there. But yeah, this one looks like Stratum is going to potentially just barely survive here.
Probably gets through on this.
I mean, is this a wake-up call for them? Like some of the diamond players, it's like, oh, like this is not as free as I maybe thought I had.
It's not the freest, yeah.
It's crazy.
Goes for the flick shot on the dragon. There we go. Just as his opponent gets back into the stronghold as well, but that is GG.
This is crazy to see so far.
I bring suffering against a gold player. Clearly must have died in the end. 5 minutes deep right there. Rubly as well. What a great pull by Oliver.
Rubly versus an iron player, and the iron player's in the stronghold. Diamond versus iron, Fulham.
No way.
Oh my gosh.
Tripled to her gap is currently in the lead against Rubly.
No, that is actually crazy. That's actually crazy. But Rubly's back, Fulham. Is the dragon dead? We have no idea. We have legit no idea.
We don't know. We're gonna find out by watching the screen.
The iron has to get
making a sword in the library. Like, okay.
Oh my god, we tripled to our library, Fulham. It's so chopped. It's actually so chopped.
I'm seeing that Sonya has been in the end for 5 minutes as well. Cat Pat's on the left, but
wait, Sonya's name is
only
Cat
in the
Pats? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's actually awesome.
It's such an awesome name.
That's aura. Shout out Sonya. We're back. What is Rubly going to be able to do here? Iron Sword 2 apples for hunger. Oh my goodness. That was cool gravel tech as well. But what are we going to do here? Oh, we're getting some blocks. We know we need blocks. And this is just time for the iron player. This is awesome.
The iron player needs to get in the end and has to kill the dragon. There's only 1 minute and 20 seconds left on their timer before the 20-minute time hits.
Oh my god, wait, there's so much time left. No. There's just no time. There's no time for them. There's no time for them. Is this enough for Rubly? Oh my god.
Probably just.
I think it's just enough, yeah.
Okay, yeah, they can
Yeah, they're
mine
gonna be
the
fine.
terrain if they need to. The dragon is very
Wow.
much not dead though.
I mean, there's a couple other games here, Fulham, that are just crazy. I mean, like some of these people, like Sonya, like you said, Sonya Catpats on the left, like 6 extra minutes in the end, but their opponent only got to the Bastion,
Only
so
into
they're
the
gonna be
bastion, so it
fine.
doesn't matter. Yeah.
But it's like
And
it's
what
definitely a wake up
happened
call.
here for Rubly? Just
Yeah, this
fire
is
in the
scary.
portal like maybe a misclick bed in the one cycle or something. I'm not sure.
I'm
Only
not
one
sure,
bed.
but
Two
this
TNT.
game is pretty chopped.
Oh.
This game is Oliver. Is
Okay,
it possible to go back to the
unless Triple
Kelsey?
TR Gap can pull out a 0 cycle right now.
I don't think
That's
they're pulling
what
out
we
a 0
need.
cycle. I'm gonna be fully honest with you. I
Iron player
don't think.
needs to pull out a 0.
Oh,
They
we
don't
need
have
one
enough
more
eyes.
eye. Oh, it's a pass.
But
Well,
look at the left-hand side of our screen. Look at the number of players
I'm so
higher
tapped
level.
into this game. I'm legit so tapped into this game. They both died again. They
Oh my
both
gosh.
died
But
again.
Kelsey's on the way back, but has to hit
It's
the
just-
Neo.
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh
So
no.
Kelsey's out. Kelsey is going to be out to the
round
gold
1.
player.
That is absolute cinema.
Wow. The number of players that are winning from the 20-minute time limit, even after getting to the end, is... Oh, wow.
Oh my god. That is unbelievable. And that's a lot of games coming through here. They're all going to be coming through at basically the same time because they all started at basically the exact same time. And Fulham, that is round 1.
Round 1
of
is
the
done.
Couriway EG free-for-all. What are your thoughts?
That was so
awesome.
exciting. That was awesome. Hello? That was so
oh my
cool.
Goodness.
I saw that Sonya
Wow.
just got over the line at 1952 right at the end.
Shout out Sonya.
That was aura. Yeah,
Oh my
wow.
goodness.
What a start. What an insane start. Obviously, that same match we just did watch Infium EDCR. I know a lot of people have forgotten about that because of the screen. And we were just watching so many other matches flying in at us. But wow, we truly are the commentators trying to deal with 500 matches at once. Every round will have less and less matches so we can take a little bit more time with them. And once I'm out of the booth, the next commentators will be watching pretty much every game.
Yes, once we get to the round of
fantastic.
16, it will be every game from round of 16 onward is streamed. Every single individual best of 1 there will be streamed, and it's going to be super, super exciting. I mean, this is now where like the stream has gone really good so far. What we're in right now is the real test of, is this event going to work properly today? Which is everyone going to format their games correctly and confirm the results with all the volunteers? Which, by the way, shout out the volunteers. There are so many people making this work behind the scenes. There are legit 32 different groups of 32 runners with like multiple volunteers sometimes per group to really make this happen. It is an unbelievable show of just the incredible community that we have in MCSR, that this is just like even possible. So we're probably going to have around a 5-ish minute just yap session of me and Fulham here, just talking through what we just saw, and while everything gets tallied, while all the next games get kind of situated, ready to go. And I believe, because there wasn't a crazy upset, Fulham, I believe the next game that we're going to watch is going to be Bid versus Rec Rap 2, which is a very exciting. Everyone wants to see Rec Rap, which, by the way, the winner of this
All
game
round 1
will
matches
have to
should be
defeat
over or
the
almost
one
over.
only going up
If
against
the time limit wasn't set properly in your room, your match is still going on. One player should forfeit now.
That's exciting.
The updated bracket with the round 1 results Due to some technical difficulties, there will be a 5-minute delay. I will announce the exact time that round 2 matches should start after the delay. Apologies. Apologies for the delay. Round 2 matches will start at 11:50 a.m. Eastern Time. Like round 1, I'll give a 30-second heads up and then tell you exactly when to start. This is your 30-second warning. Round 2 matches should start in 30 seconds. Round 2 matches should start now. Good luck.